this love pain. Anybody got a pill I could pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer I could say for this love pain? Yeah. Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription? Yeah, for this love pain. Anybody got a pill I could pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer I could say for this love pain? Yeah. Ooh, I need.
Hello. I know it's not morning, but it's morning somewhere. It's evening somewhere. It's afternoon somewhere. But Vivian is tired, so I'm not going to sing for you right now because singing right now, I would probably sound like a donkey or something because when I'm tired, my voice starts to go away. Yeah. So let's not have Vivian sing right now. Hey, Nicholas, how are you? So I'm just gonna do a really short, really quick video today. I say that all the time, right? But they are getting shorter. It's the Successful Mind Power Hour, but it's only really like 15 minutes, sometimes 30 if I get a little happy. But if this is your first time visiting my broadcast, make sure you give StreamYard permission to let me see your comments. And please like and share this video to someone you may think may need this message. Okay, so I'm just talking about clarity right now. Do you have it? Are you clear? Do you have clarity? Now, I'm sure you've all heard most people tell you, in order to succeed, you got to have clarity, right? You have to have clarity. Sometimes not to get clarity on your goals, your dreams, and all that stuff, you have to ask yourself questions that only you can answer. You know, you can ask questions of other people, but in the end, to get clarity about your goals, your dreams, your why, you have to ask yourself questions. Now, I know you're probably saying to yourself, Vivian, people will think I'm completely nuts having a conversation with myself. But you know what? You having a conversation with yourself is probably the most sane thing you can possibly do, because only you can answer, right? You know that back in the day, they used to tell people that if you talked to yourself and you answered, you were insane. But no, it's the people that never talk to themselves that are pretty much insane. I'm just saying. Because think about it. You have a problem that only you can solve. Who else you gonna ask? You. You have to ask you. And then when you really get clear, when you really think about it, then once you come up with your own answer, yes, you might get input from other people, but that's just input. The real answer is coming from you. So that little voice in your head, you know, we all have that little voice in our head that tells us to, you know, go ahead and eat that cookie. It won't hurt you. You say right back to it, yes, it will. If I have a goal of losing weight, that cookie's going to hurt me because I have a sugar addiction. And so if I eat that one cookie, I'm going to want another one. Right. So if that's your deal, you're talking to yourself and you're answering yourself, telling yourself, no, this is not happening because I have a goal. Right. And you say it to yourself or you hear other people say to you, you're not good enough to be rich and successful. But then you say right back to yourself, I'm already rich. You know, I'm already rich and successful because I deserve every blessing God has gave me. Are you talking to yourself? Absolutely you are. See, sometimes what happens is, to be clear, when you're talking to yourself, it's also God talking to you. Yes, you have God in you. And those little voices in your head telling you the right things to do, that's you and God. That subconscious mind that I'm always talking about, it's your God language. It's uh the thing that can help you become clear. You have to train it, which is the whole talking to yourself thing. But you train it the way you want your life to look, not what how somebody else wants your life to look. You train it the way you want your life to look. And what you have to become very clear on is why you're doing whatever it is you're doing. So how do you do that? Imagine what your life would be like if you had what you think you want. And if it doesn't bring you absolute joy, if it doesn't just make you giddy with excitement, maybe it's not really what you want. Maybe it's you're getting that input from those other people and you're taking their wants and their goals and making them yours, when all along, not really yours. I did that for a minute. And I was taking oh yeah, well, maybe this is what I should do. Oh, well, maybe this is what I should do. Because you're hearing all these ideas coming at you. But then you have to really sit with yourself and you have to get clear on what you really want, not what somebody else says you should have. You're letting people should on you, but get clear on what you want. Examine what you're doing. And if that feeling is not strong enough, or examine who you say you're doing it for, or why you say you're doing it. And if that feeling is not strong, that feeling doesn't make you want to jump out of bed every morning and get to working on that, maybe that's not your why. Because I know a lot of people say they do it for their children. And it's okay to do it for your children, but it's okay to not do it for your children. It's okay to do it for you. Your kids are going to benefit even when you're doing it for you. You know why? Because you'll be a better you, a better parent, a better friend. You're going to be a better person. Therefore, your kids will get the benefit of that. So it's okay to admit to yourself, be very clear that you're doing this for you so that you can pass that legacy on to your children, because that's a legacy, right? It's part of our legacy to get clear on why we're doing something and who we're doing it for. And it's okay if you have kids not to be doing it for your kids. It's okay to be doing it just for you so that you can positively affect your children's lives. Okay. Do you run away when the going gets tough? If so, then what you're doing may not be your real destiny, may not be really what you want. You have to get clear about that. Because if the going gets tough and you get going the other way, is that really what you want? Because if the going gets tough and you run towards it and you said, no matter what, I don't care how many times I'm falling down, I'm going to do it anyway, then that's your goal. That's your real goal, because now you're determined, right? Clarity. Do you believe you can do it? If not, you'll have to find a way to help yourself believe it. Affirmations help with that. Those affirmations that you see on that video that I put on when I come on to my broadcast? Adopt some of those. I made a video about affirmations. Go back and check that out, because and you can make your own affirmations. Matter of fact, you probably would be better served by making your own affirmations. You know why? Because your affirmations are yours and yours alone, and they speak to you. My affirmations speak to me. Your affirmations speak to you. So whatever I say may be beneficial to me, but may not be beneficial to you. Or maybe they are. Maybe because of that input, you figure out what your specific affirmation may be. And the dictionary says, and I'm just going to read this, okay? What is clarity? The dictionary defines it as the quality of being coherent and intelligible, or the quality of transparency and purity. So to me, all that means is that you're very, very, very clear. You know, you're crystal clear about what you want. You're crystal clear about why you're doing it. And you're crystal clear about what you're going to do to get it done. Not necessarily the how you're going to do it, because not all the time is the how apparent when you first start, but it'll come to you when it needs to. This comes from The Strangest Secret. You know, if you've heard that Earl Nightingale audio called The Strangest Secret, listen to it. I've been listening to it now for 90 days, I believe. Almost 90 days, every day for 90 days. So, but he talks about getting clarity, and that confusion only brings worry and doubt and fear. And so if you're confused about your own goals, about your own destiny, then you need to get clarity in order to eliminate the worry and doubt and fear and bring in the belief. So if you have to sit down and just really evaluate everything, write stuff down and just say, okay, here's what I said I want. Let me see how that makes me feel. Here's who I said I'm doing this for. Let me see how that makes me feel. You know, you see how I keep going back to your feelings? If it makes you feel euphoric, if it makes you feel like, oh man, I'm just gonna I'm gonna jump up out of bed and go do this, that's probably your goal and your why. Okay, so get clarity. It'll make you just like really just this unstoppable force. And so I'm good at getting clarity on my goals and dreams. I hope you are too. So that's all I got for you today. And I apologize for not doing the singing, but again, you don't want me to sing when I'm tired. Trust and believe. I sound like, oh Lord, bad. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening. It has been a very busy morning, very busy day for me, and I'm actually right now going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap for a little while so my head can be clear, so I can finish my day very strong, and just, you know, kill it, because I'm clear on what I want and I got to go do it. All right, guys. So take it easy. Have a fantastically marvelous day. But I will see you in my next video. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye, Nick.